Yang kami muliakan Bapak Bagaimana Sharon the Press Council of Indonesia, Bettina Peters, Director of Development of the Thompson Foundation, distinguished speakers and panelists, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May peace and prosperity be upon our us. A very good morning to all of you. First and foremost, in this most auspicious event this morning, allow me to convey warm regards from the Minister for Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Mr. Nopember, his full-hearted apology for not being able to be here with us today. It is truly an honor for me to be in these occasions, to fill Bali Media Forum on this behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished participants, for a half of a decade now, this forum has been in parallel with and in support of the Bali Democracy Forum, which we will inaugurate tomorrow. The two forums, though entirely separate from each other, are intimately linked and their missions are complementary. In the word of our time, there can be no democracy without free mass media. No more of election will bring democracy to a people who do not know, cannot express, and cannot make legitimate demands. On the other hand, the mass media are free only insofar as there is some measure of democratic governance in a society. Tyranny is the natural enemy of freedom of expression, and where tyranny reigns supreme, freedom of expression has no room to be limited. But like all civil rights, freedom of expression is not absolute. One's right to freedom of expression is limited by the right of others to the truth and to their good name, as well as by the right of society to public order. Freedom of expression cannot be used to destroy the very same society that protects that freedom. By the same token, it cannot be used to spread hate, because hate, when malicious enough, destroy all that we hold, listen, and etc. Since we are all called upon to preserve society as a way of ensuring the survival of humankind, it becomes incumbent upon every man, woman, child, and child to combat the spread of hate. We must combat hate, whether it is spread through word or mouth, through conventional mass media, or through cyber space. Hate spread through the internet is particularly loathsome and dangerous because it often wears a protective mantle of anonymity. It's also moved at a speed never before imagined. Before I shall move on, the following ideas I am about to convey here, as a matter of fact, is on Mr. Nopember call that he delivered before the International Peace Institution Forum recently in September 2013 in New York. Distinguished speakers, panelists, participants, ladies and gentlemen. How do we combat hate spread through the internet? Technology does not provide the answer. The internet, like the historic Gutenberg press that made books available to millions for the first time, is just another piece of technology, albeit an immensely sophisticated one. What we must come to grips with when we combat hate are prefers mind behind technology. Thus, we make sure that internet serves the welfare of the humankind and does not cause its investment. Education, therefore, is the key. Social enlightenment and a culture of mutual respect and tolerance must be fostered. This culture must pervade our home and our communities. It must be cultivated at the national and local levels. It does not help if the effort of the government to better hate speech are undermined by the perception that these are an assault against freedom of expression. The struggle against hate speech must be waged as part and parcel of the whole body of our common civic responsibility, so that our effort will not be disparate and volatile. We will then rise above mutual suspicions. The media, the educational system, the corporate sector in the exercise of this civic responsibility, the faith-based organizations, civil society, and all other stakeholders must form a united front, not only to combat hate, but also to promote a culture of tolerance, mutual respect, and mutual appreciations. Nation and organization of nations at the regional and global level must collaborate with one another in serving this working purpose. For such a massive global mobilization to succeed, concrete steps must be taken. Effective instrument for this purpose must be defined. To my mind, this should include the following. First, a set of model national legislation to combat hate speech, to facilitate the passage of wise and prudent national laws that combat hate speech without infringing freedom of expression. Second, a voluntary registry of national staff that government, civil societies, and other stakeholders have taken to combat hate speech. The document in this registry will serve as valuable references on exercises, lessons learned, and insight derived from the effort of nations to deal with hate speech. Third, a set of global guidelines in dealing with hate speech, so that measures taken at the national and global level to combat hate speech are effective, but enlightening and compatible with the freedom of expressions. Fourth, a political declaration by the international community to which the international civil society will associate itself, and by virtue of which nation commit themselves to combat hate speech and to harness the resources of cultural diversity for durable peace and shared prosperity. And fifth, a legally binding convention that will ensure that national and international measures to combat hate speech is in synergy with all human rights, especially the right of free expression. This convention will guarantee two things. First, that an effective global mobilization against hate speech will be carried out. And second, that no individuals or groups enjoying human rights will be in any way adversely affected. Distinguished guests, speakers, panelists, and ladies and gentlemen, before I wrap up, our endeavor to combat hate speech in the media has also been taking place in the United Indonesian alliance of civilizations, where Indonesia is proudly begun to host in the upcoming 2014. We hope that the basic goal of the alliance, which after all lies at the core of the mission of mass media, the edification of the people, so that they do not engage in game, in word or in deed, so that they treat one another as human beings, equal worth, and as such, through a more effective, sovereign, and ineffective democracy. On behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I wish a very good luck and have a fruitful, productive discussion. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.